Yes, welcome back, children. Today we are continuing the chapter Transportation of Materials in Plants and Animals. In this chapter, we have already recorded the video of the text, video of the chapter, and already been circulated. But this video is based on the assignment to be sent for the third week of November. Let me introduce the importance of this chapter. In this chapter, we will be studying various methods of transportation of water and minerals in plants and animals. So, let's now discuss the short answer questions in this module. There are 4 questions I included. The first one is that in what ways are xylem and phloem important for transportation of materials in plants? Yes, we all know. Xylem and phloem are transporting tissues in plants. We call them vascular tissues or conducting tissues. Got these points? So, what are the 2 vascular tissues in plants? Xylem and phloem. What is the function of xylem? Xylem transport water and minerals from the soil, from the roots to the tip of the plant, to the top of the plant, such as leaves, flowers, fruits and stems. So, xylem transport water and minerals from the soil through the roots to the leaves, fruits, flowers, etc. Whereas, phloem transport but the food prepared in the leaves to various parts for their storage. The phloem transport the food synthesized in leaves to various parts of the plant body such as leaves, fruits, flowers and store in them. So that is the function. Once again, so what is the function of the xylem? Xylem transport water and minerals in plants, whereas phloem transport the food prepared in the leaves. You got this idea? Yes. Now, the second question you have already studied in lower classes for a long time. Every year you study this. What is transpiration? You all know transpiration is the loss of water in the form of water vapor through stomata of the leaves. The loss of water in the form of water vapor. You know water vapor? The gaseous form of the water. Okay, when we boil the water will get evaporated. So the gaseous form of the water is called water vapor. So the loss of water in the form of water vapor through the stomata of the leaves is called transpiration. It's very, very important. Transpiration helps the plants to reduce their temperature, body temperature in the plants to reduce, to provide a cooling effect in plants. During transpiration, a pulling force develops. This pulling force absorbs water and minerals from the soil through the roots. That's important. And also during transpiration, the gaseous exchange takes place. So, plants have a lot of functions in this transpiration. So, once again, transpiration is the loss of water in the form of water vapor through stomata. Clear? Now, what is called translocation? Yes. Translocation is the transport of food from the leaves to various parts of the plant body, because the food is synthesized in the leaves by photosynthesis. Which food is synthesized? Glucose. Glucose is synthesized. At the same time, is that food transported in the form of glucose? No. It is in the form of sucrose. Food is transported in the form of sucrose. It means that glucose becomes sucrose. Glucose is converted to sucrose, and sucrose is transported through the phloem. So we can understand that the transport of food or sucrose from the leaves to other parts of the plant through phloem is called translocation. It's very clear? Everybody is clear. Now we are coming to the last question of this session. Name the system responsible for the transportation of materials in humans. What is the system? Circulatory system. What is the system? Circulatory system. So we can understand that circulatory system is responsible for the transport of materials in human body. Very good. Now, which are the organs included in this circulatory system is? Can you tell me? Yes, 3 organs: blood, blood vessels, and heart. The circulatory system of human consists of blood, blood vessels, and heart. You can see blood vessels. You can say blood vessels and heart. Now, blood is a fluid tissue. Okay, contain RBC, WBC, and platelets. Blood vessels are 3 types: arteries, veins, and capillaries. Arteries, veins, and capillaries. Now, heart is a pumping organ. Heart to pump the blood, and the blood will pass through these blood vessels to all the body parts. That's all from this part. Thank you very much.